Hello beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Butcher in the building. Warm welcome to my one and only best Dark Zone build. And today guys, you will not see me fighting 1v1. I will destroy manhunts and servers. Welcome to Insanity.
Touch this. You can't touch this.
And brother, if 3 people against 1 is not enough for you to showcase how strong this build actually is, don't worry. In this video you will see how I am fighting 4 people and even servers. Of course I will destroy manhunts and I will become manhunt myself. And best part about this build guys, that it gives me that NOMAD vibe from Division 1. And with this time to kill, it's really hard to achieve, but in this build guys, we have insane amount of armor, we have Unbreakable, we have Adrenaline Rush, and we have lots of damage. And one life hack for you guys: when you pull your medkit, don't use your shield guys, it will be waste of your medkit. Oh my goodness brother, what are you doing? No!
Run.
I guess Dark Zone never changes. Oh my goodness, that's one of the most annoying things in Dark Zone, chasing those manhunts and rogue agents. Oh my god, why you need that shield, brother?
Pepe Julian Onzima, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning. Pastor Semper argues that these are the instruments you use.
Oh, that's rookie mistake guys, never use that shield in Dark Zone. For what? For landmark clears? No, you don't need that shield, it slows you down. And now let's get back to my life hack. That medkit is essential in this build. It comes all around together very nicely guys. Once you pull your medkit, don't use your shield, because it will be waste of your medkit. You can easily face tank multiple agents with your medkit. And when you will feel that your medkit is going down, take your shield up and now you have advantage against other players. Simple as that guys, but really important to understand.
He needs some milk!
This build will make your day better, just like thieving.net boosting service. If you want to get a named weapon or armors from Dark Zone, then these guys will help you to get this and much more in a short time. For your convenience, a table has been made with the current loot, which you can get within 24 hours placing an order. Click on the link provided in the service description, select the platform at the bottom on the table and provide the loot ID to the operator of the item you want to have. They have updated prices and deadlines for all services. The boost works with account sharing, so they do everything for you without cheats or bug abuse. I have tested this service myself, so I can recommend you these guys easily. They can be trusted, and now with my promo code RBD you will have 50% discount on all services. Amazing deal. You can check everything by yourself, and if you have any questions, feel free to type your message and operator will reply you immediately. But now let's get back to my crazy setup. And this build actually will work really nicely in conflict, especially against DPS or weapon damage setups. But you know how conflict goes. At some point you will receive sticky bomb in your face, stinger hive in your ass, and of course seeker mines all over the place. Unfortunately, that's the conflict nowadays. And no matter how much armor you will have, 2 million or 10 million, you will die at the end. So best cure against skill builds is of course to play from range, and headshot damage for that purpose of course is really handy. But again, for conflict I would recommend you to use a little bit more offensive core attributes. For DZ, that's different story, because there you will most likely fight people with weapons. Of course, here and there you will find skilled build users, maybe teams with healers. Well, that's normal day in DZ, but 80% of players will use maybe rig with sprite chest with the same Unbreakable, vigilance, spotter combo and so on. And for those fights, this build is really dope, and especially for solo players. I know that we have a lot of solo players and DZ can be pain in the ass and you need a lot of survivability. And this build will provide you with crazy survivability and headshot damage Guys, I know that I have terrible aim, I have potato aim, and headshot damage maybe for me is useless attribute because I will not nail my headshots that efficiently, but for you god or top tier players and maybe on PC, headshot damage actually is really nice attribute. For me, I know I'm not nailing those headshots, so I'm not getting full potential from this build. I'm mainly getting just DPS out of my talents. I got the idea, but this build is for those who can shoot. And yeah guys, on top of that, it's really versatile. You can switch some talents here or there, some gear pieces to fit your playstyle more. And please don't kill me in comment section like I said. I know that I have terrible aim, and headshot damage is meaningless attribute to me because I can't nail those. But if you play on PC and you have really nice hands, then this will do wonderful things for you, man. Don't look at my example. I'm just showcasing the setup. For specialization we will use of course Firewall. Medkit will provide us with 10-second armor regen. In DZ that's really handy. And don't forget that shield. And on top of that you have Flamethrower, and that bad boy is absolutely broken in conflict. That's barbecue chicken all over the place. You're gonna want to have people left, right and center. It's absolutely nasty, but for the weapons we have a couple choices. If your aim is nice and you play on PC, I would recommend you to use Bighorn. You can stack this bad boy and receive 100% headshot damage boost. 100%. Of course, I'm not very efficient with this weapon, but you can pull out of this weapon crazy things. But if you play on consoles, I would recommend you to stick with Exotic Assault Rifle Eagle. I know, it's raid exclusive and it's pain in the ass to find one. If you need help, hit me up on Xbox, let's do some raids, and who knows, maybe we will get this weapon for you. But the main reason why this weapon is so dope, it has headshot damage, bigger magazine size than Bighorn, and on top of that tenacity buff. And once you will activate tenacity buff, that's game over. You reduce incoming damage like crazy, nothing and nobody will be able to get through with this build. But keep in mind that you have to go on rampage mode, because if you will not kill anybody in the time spam or time window, tenacity buff could take you down by itself. So keep that in mind. For second weapon I'm using FAMAS within sync because I love FAMAS, but for better damage you could use NOMAD assault rifle test subject with perfect in sync. With this bad boy you would receive 40% weapon damage, and by now you know how it works in sync. And of course shield meta combination. For pistol I'm using Orbit. You can kill in DZ non-elite enemy, switch your weapon and you will receive crit chance and crit damage boost on top of that crazy headshot damage. And guys, the major difference between Bighorn and tenacity buff or Eagle, that you can get most out of Eagle after the kill, but Bighorn will provide you with headshot damage during the fight if you will nail those headshots. So keep that in mind, and with this time to kill, 40 bullets should be enough to take your enemy down, especially with headshots. And why this build got even stronger is new chill out mask. It's now it's now fixed and properly will give you Gilligar Branson bonus, and that's not much, 5% bonus armor, but if you're gonna pair it up with Bulwark, that's additional 10%, that and the end that will allow us to use one more offensive core attribute, and we will still sit with 1.9 million armor, with freaking 1.9 million armor. By itself it's absolutely nuts. And don't forget that we have Unbreakable, which will give us 40% armor in PvP by losing our armor, of course. And of course Adrenaline Rush received nerf, well, you can't activate it with enemy skills, but still Adrenaline Rush is a really nice talent. For holster I'm using Bulwark for chest piece, Providence for headshot damage, and of course Unbreakable on chest piece. For backpack, walking Harris, Matador, name it backpack with perfect Adrenaline Rush, headshot damage and crit chance. Really nice backpack. I'm rolling here armor, and guys, of course you could switch Providence maybe for Fox Spray knee pads or Contractor's gloves to get damage out of cover or damage to armor attribute. You could replace that headshot damage buff from Providence, just use Fenris chest piece with Unbreakable, and that would give you a little bit more damage, but again, it depends how you play. If you will not use headshots, you could maybe use crit damage mods. It's up to you how you want to utilize this setup, but it's really strong. That amount of armor is crazy. For skills, you can use Defender Drone, Seeker Mine. I really love Seeker Mine because it will throw your enemies in stagger animation, and that can give you that split second to take your enemy down. And with this time to kill, you don't need much. For gloves, I'm using Bulwark with headshot damage, and for knee pads, Fenris. Again, I'm rolling armor here, headshot damage and crit damage. My build is not optimized, so you could get even more DPS out of this build. And like I said, you could switch some pieces here and there. You can use the Eagle, and one life hack with Eagle. You can actually activate tenacity buff by destroying other people's decoys. You have to shoot the skill on the ground. At the middle, at the center, you will see that small circuit. If you're gonna destroy decoy by shooting there, you'll receive tenacity buff. Butcher drops the mic. See you in the next one. Bye.